Hello everybody, this is Bradley with Blue Chord Racing, racing in the Kenaz Sim Racing Tuesday Night Fun League. I want to give Rob a huge shout out for hosting these races for the winter season. If you're in Southern Colorado and you're interested in getting into some sim racing, I encourage you to head over there and check it out. He does a ton of great stuff, including coaching, parties, monthly hot laps where he keeps his leaderboard. You can check him out over at raceapex.com. Today we're going over the highlights for our first race of the season here at the Spa in the GT4s. I'll be trying to get these highlight videos uploaded every week, as well as keep up with the season standings. The link to my website as well as Rob's are in the description. We appreciate everyone's support and enjoy the race. Starting on pole is going to be Mike in his beautiful Lightning McQueen livery Porsche. Starting next to him is Thomas in his Aston Martin. The second row is Travis in the Catbeam Porsche, and myself showcasing the Kenaz SimSports Apex livery on my Porsche. Third row is headed off by Randy in his green and black McLaren, and Rob himself in his McLaren with his shop livery. Starting in seventh is William in that white and blue Porsche, followed closely by the experienced Jim in his Mustang. As Thomas gets a much better start, he quickly tries to get in front of Mike, but Mike uses his experience, goes around the outside to maintain the lead of the race. Headed up into Rouge, Randy unfortunately loses grip on those cold tires and gets a quick snap oversteer and goes right into the wall, sustaining serious damage to the front end of that McLaren. Thomas tries to keep up with Mike on the exit of turn 9 and was unable to catch the oversteer, spinning out and nearly catching Randy. Williams also experienced some oversteer trying to avoid traffic, and Rob narrowly avoids getting collected as well. Randy goes over track limits in Rouge and gets a slowdown penalty, allowing me into second place. He quickly gets the pressure back on with Jim hot on his heels. After holding Travis off for a lap, I go a little wide on the exit of turn 10. He's quick to take advantage and gets the overtake back into second place. Thomas tries to get a dive in on Rob at turn 5 and blows past his brake point. Rob saw it coming and turns in late to avoid him and keeps his position. A few laps later, Rob makes a nice pass on the inside of Jim at turn 8, forcing Jim wide and opening up a gap for Thomas to also get by in the following corner with a nicely executed crossover move. Rob gets up to 4th and Thomas up to 5th. Shortly after, I take a little too much curb at turn 13 and get some oversteer. I managed to keep it off the inside wall, but had just a little too much speed going into the grass and gravel. I did not sustain too much damage and was able to stay in the race with only minor reduction in pace. Rob and Thomas get past and I get back on the track in front of Jim. He passed me after a couple corners as I was feeling out the car to see what damage I had. After I determined the car still had decent pace, I put the pressure back on Jim. After a couple of laps, I finally found the mistake I needed to make the pass. I get a much better exit out of a Rouge and get alongside Jim into the chicane. I refuse to ease off the pressure to his defense and get the overtake done. A big congratulations to Mike for taking home P1 with Travis coming in a close P2 and Thomas rounding out the podium. I'd like to thank those who watched this first race highlight video. If anyone wants full replays, let me know and I can get those videos up as well. Again, I want to thank Rob and Kenaz SimSports for hosting this race. Go find him over at racyapex.com. I will have that link below. You can find more about myself and Blue Chord Racing at bluechordracing.com. And join us next week for Laguna Seca and the GR86 and many others in the Winter League. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I always welcome feedback. See you next week.